Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Dre and Nicole. And we are on Had to Do It. It's Friday. It's 9 p.m. Where else are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be right here with me on BFAM 109.6. Shout out to the followers that's in the Facebook group. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Um, just join the chat. Join the chat. Let us know what's going on. Um, so I'm gonna talk about my week. I had a couple events. Anybody who listened or watched last week, y'all know that I shouted out some events that I had coming up this week. On Tuesday, I was at Apache XLR, which is a huge venue out here in Georgia. It's in the middle of Atlanta, and that was such a vibe. It was called ATL Got Talent. Such a vibe. Loved everybody's energy there. Everybody did their thing on stage. It was fun. And anytime it was a contest, and I usually don't dive into the contest aspect. Like I go and do these shows just to network with other artists and gain more fans. I don't really think too much about the contest or whatever. But for them to tell me, because the prizes were studio time, um, it was studio time and a couple of other things. And for them to tell me that my song was popping enough, they was like, you don't need the studio time. You already got the song. You don't need this. You already got that. So we giving it to somebody who need it. That was dope. That fed my soul just a little bit. Fed my soul and my ego just a little bit. Just a little bit. So shout out to Carisha the Diva. Shout out to Amir for having me, for asking me to come on that platform. I had a ball. Then on Thursday, I had a different event on Thursday. It got canceled. So I popped up on my girl TJ So Sincere at iLounge and did her adult playground event, which was also a dope vibe. It's always chef's kiss when I go to her event because everybody is so welcoming. So, you know, what I want to say, so supportive of each artist, even if it's artists that they don't know, they just welcoming and supportive. And I got to meet, I tell you, since I've been in Atlanta, I've been meeting people that's been like on my playlist for years. So I got to meet Dave Tolliver from Men at Large. And then, like 90s R&B, Men at Large was large at one point. You know what I mean? So that was like, oh, I got a picture with him. I'll post it on my Instagram and stuff, but I was hyped. He's like I think like the sixth person that I've met that I actually listen to regularly. It was him. I met Cupid last weekend. The guy that does the Cupid Shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
I met him last weekend. I've met Tony Terry since I've been out here. I've met Donnell Jones, Melissa Morgan, Damian Hall from Guy. Oh gosh, I know I'm forgetting somebody or something, but just know I've been getting my 90s R&B life
That's
since
right.
I lived out here. I've been getting my 90s R&B life since I lived out here.
Nothing wrong with that.
And it's crazy because like I just feel compelled to tell these people how their music affected my life. I mean, like, Melissa Morgan, when I was in elementary school, I was in one of her music videos, Jumping Double Dutch in
Oh,
the
wow.
so when I met her, as an adult, I told her, I even brought the video up on my YouTube and I was like, that's me jumping double dutch in your video. She was like, oh my God.
Look at that. Wow,
And
right?
she just hugged me and she was so warm and welcoming. And oh my God, that just took me over the moon. Cause I've been singing Do Me Baby since before I was supposed to be singing Do Me Baby. Like that's just one of my songs. I love it.
Mhm.
And Tony Terry, I got to tell him his song "When I'm With You." I was in junior high school, and my boyfriend at the time got arrested, and I was in the park with my friends singing this song at the top of my lungs, in my feelings, crying because I'm thinking I'm never going to see him again. He was in juvie, but I'm thinking I'm never going to see him again.
Oh.
And while we're listening to the song, he comes walking around the corner into the park. And I saw him and he saw me, and we just like ran to each other and hugged and cried. So I was able to tell Tony Terry that story about his song.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's
That's
crazy, but I
cool.
feel compelled to tell people, how their songs affected my life, because music, it just does that. You hear a song,
Yeah.
it takes you back to a memory, takes you
I
back to
do, definitely.
or
Yes.
whatever. When I met Cupid, I told him, I said, thank you for making all my family barbecues lit, because my family loved to do the line dances. I was like, thank you for making the barbecues lit. You the man. And he started laughing. But yeah, so that was my week. So coming up, I have on February 25th, the 15 Minutes of Fame podcast at Encore Film and Music Studios with Game Over. The 15 Minutes of Fame podcast is his platform. I met him in Brooklyn. He's a transplant like me into Georgia, and we've always kept in touch, and we remain so. Your network is your net worth. We always reach out to each other for different things. So he reached out to me for this, and I'm gonna be doing that February 25th. My event for March 2nd, it got moved. The curator of the event had an accident, and so her leg is actually injured, so it had to be moved from March 2nd to April 13th. So anybody who follows me, look for an updated flyer on that one. I'm waiting for her to send me the updated flyer for that one. But then April 27th, the Yo ATL Raps Video Awards is happening at the Atrium. Your girl is up for 4 awards. B
Wow.
Fam is up for an award.
Congrats.
So anybody in ATL, if y'all know me, y'all need to pull up to the Atrium
There
on
you
the
go.
27th. Go to yoatlraps.com. I believe that B Fam's category is under vote 3. My categories is under the link that says vote 4 and the link that says vote 5. So just go on there, look for Dre and Nicole NYC. Look for Dre and Nicole NYC. There's somebody on there that's named Andrea Nicole. That is not me. Andrea Nicole is not me. You have to look for Drea Nicole NYC. Look for my social media handle, and that's where you vote at. It's an honor. This is the first awards that I'm up for since moving to Georgia. I didn't even know anybody was looking at me. Somebody was voting for somebody else. They saw my name. They hit me up on Instagram. Was like, your name is, you nominated for a few awards. And I was like, I
That's
am.
amazing. Wow.
Yeah. I was like, I am. And they
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah. I was like, oh, what's the link? And
If you
then I
had
reached
listened,
out. I reached out to Yo ATL Raps, and I was like, is this me? Like, y'all really nominated me for what? They was like, yeah, we was gonna reach out to you to let you know. And I was like, oh, okay.
because I know that's right, girl. You work hard for it. You deserve it.
Thank
Definitely
you.
do. Uh-huh.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Right.
try. I try.
Well, you doing it, hon. You're definitely doing it.
So anybody who wanna pull up with me, I'm getting a section. So I'm gonna have a section for the night. The theme is like the movie House Party 2 when they had the pajama jammy jam. That's the
Mhm.
theme of the event. So get your pajamas out. I'm already looking for my pajamas. I know what I want to do, but I don't want to tell nobody yet. But somebody else probably got the same idea. But I don't want to tell nobody yet. I know what pajamas I want to do. And so I'm trying to find them. But yeah, pop out, support your girl. Win, lose, or draw. I just want to have a good time.
That right
You
there.
know, I just want to have a good time, celebrate everybody, and just have fun. And
Definitely.
just have fun.
I wish I could be there, Mama. I wish
I
I could
wish
be
you could
there.
too.
So
I'm
I
just
wish
gonna
nobody's
you could too.
then.
I'm just gonna mention that B Fam will be at that table. We will be there in full force. We are in third place right now for Radio Station of the Year in Atlanta. Come on, get your votes out. Let's go.
Yes, get your votes out. Run them numbers up. BFAM 109.6. One I guess that we had a couple of weeks ago, Gabina the Boss. She's up for an award. So look for her as well. And of course, your girl had to do it. Please vote for me, please, please, please.
You got my vote.
Thank you. So, as y'all can see or hear, I have my guest is on, my girl, JB Styles. Let me tell you, I gotta talk about how we met. I gotta talk about how we met.
Definitely.
So that night was eventful for me for several reasons. But we was at the 5 spot in Brooklyn, which I think is not there no more.
Really?
I think it's not there no more. I went past there and it was like the brown paper things in the window. Like it looked like they haven't opened. I don't think they made it through quarantine.
Wow. Really? Oh, snap. I thought it was still open for operation.
Yeah, that's crazy because they've been a staple for a while. I remember when the 5 spot was in Bed-Stuy, they was in the Stuy at first, and I was singing with an R&B band at that time called LIG, and we performed there. And then they moved over to Myrtle to a bigger spot because the spot in Bed-Stuy was real small.
Oh,
But
okay.
then they moved over to Myrtle in a bigger spot and was able to open up the kitchen aspect and everything. So yeah, I was surprised to see that they wasn't there when I went past there.
Wow.
But yeah, we met at an event at the 5 spot, and I think we was just sitting at the bar and we just ended up talking to each other. Like,
Yes. Out of so many females that were there, 30 artists, I only connected with you and another female. That was wild. You would think you connect with more, but I
right,
don't know what was happening. I'm telling you, in this industry with the females, it's very catty. Whew.
it is.
Who's gonna be number one? Who's gonna be the instead of just working together, man? You know?
Right, right. It's like we could have so much women empowerment movements,
Oh my gosh,
so
yeah.
many women empowerment movements, you know, and out, girl, child, I can't
And it
call
was
it.
you and me and another girl, and I wound up working with her too. But it was great that I went that day because I would have never met you.
Right. And we talking like this is like what 7 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while. Yeah, it sure was.
This is like 7 years ago, and we still stay connected. And I just love when
Watching
people
each
like
other grow little by little like
right,
this, you know? So
right. I just love to see when things like that happen when I meet people because I meet a lot of people, and some people just fall off, and then some
yeah,
people just become lifers like you.
don't go nowhere. Still here.
you know but yeah, that night was also memorable for me. I don't know if you remember, but I caught an allergic reaction
Oh my gosh,
to
yes.
the lobster bites. They fried the lobster bites in the same oil that they fried the shrimp, and I'm allergic to shrimp. So being that they fried it in the same oil, I caught an allergic reaction. My face started swelling. I was getting hives on my neck. The bouncer had to go to the store and get me some Benadryl so that I could make it home.
Connection went down for some. Sorry, my connection went down for a minute. Sorry.
It's okay.
It was so real. I had to go blank.
That means I was telling a true story. True story.
It was because you did. You caught allergic reaction. Then you had to get the Benadryl and oh
Yes.
man.
Yes, the bouncer ran out and got me a Benadryl from the store so that I could actually make it home because they were scared that I wasn't going to be able to make it home. I wasn't going to be able to drive home.
That day
That
was
was
like,
mad crazy because I was doing the interview with M Easy and he's just looking at me. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "My face is swelling."
if I'm mistaken, didn't I share my interview with you? Was it you? Or I think it was an artist that I did share or it was another artist. I shared my interview with them one time as well. You know me, sharing is caring.
Right, right. And you are that person to do that.
Definitely.
I still got the video in my phone that you took of my performance.
Oh man, yes, I love it. That was a nice picture there.
Yes, you took a dope ass picture. Oh my god, that picture came out so dope, and it looked even better when I put it in black and white. Oh my gosh,
I was like, dang, okay.
yes, it looked like you had a professional camera and you was just using the phone.
And I ain't even had an iPhone, so that was an Android.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Good old days. Yeah.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So let's talk about some of the things that you got going on. So you have the not-for-profit organization JB Evolution. Let's talk about that a little bit because I know you do like things in the community. Let the people know what it's all about.
Yeah, so about 3 years ago, I started a nonprofit, because I've like told the Sherry's Carry, I like to give to people and always wanted to help out, in my community. So we started this 3 years ago with the help of my co-CEO as well. Her name is Deja. Everybody knows she's always on my page. Anybody wants to follow her, they can follow her as well too. But she has helped me out so much. And I gave her, idea of, this is what I want to do. And I put it all in effect. And from there, we started off with our first event was for the children, giving back book bags. It was a back to school, give back to the children. Then from there, we just continued on doing other events. We did a Stop the Violence because we're anti-violence. I do not approve of all of that. This now generation, everything's fight night. We're not. No fighting. It's peace, love, and harmony, And, from there, we just kept going and we do events in the summertime, like Children's Fun Day. Our main goal really right now is to open up a recreational center, for the children in Coney Island. There's nothing out here for these children. They're just running the streets, getting into whatnots over here, over there, doing too much. And there's really nothing for them to have to just keep them focused and something to keep extracurricular activity. Because if you look at it, their extracurricular activity is outside running the street, doing up to no good. Now, if they had a place for them to be in that they can go to for that time being and be more positive, like open up a studio inside for free that the children could rap and show off their talents, open up, in this recreation center, I want it to have everything, dancing, everything, basketball, football, even if you're into arts and crafts, that's fine too. We do it too. You see me, I do my bedazzles, so that's basically the mission and the goal. We would like to get sponsors eventually because, we have been putting all of our money. It's very hard too, but I don't mind. I know somewhere along the line, someone will, help us and get sponsors and get like donations so we could give back to the kids and feed the homeless. We all have to move as a unit. How we expect for our community to be saved and great if we're not moving together? So these are just some of the things we're doing for our community. We would like to expand more with the help of the community.
Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. And being a mom of 3 boys, yeah, stuff like that is needed. Like that is needed. Like I've been blessed to that my boys, they're not like street kids. And I think that's partially because I just let their friends come to the house. I rather y'all come to the house and hang out at the house. So I know where you're at. I know who your friends are. Because street kids, a lot of times you don't know who the parents don't know who they really hanging out with.
No, they learn a lot from school. That's where we all learn from school. We learned a lot of the bad things that the parents didn't want us to learn. We learned it from school. So that's where it starts at too. So back to what I was saying, if we have something to keep them more
To keep them
motivated, and
busy. Yes. The ones that don't have, the parent at home that will allow their friends to come over or whatever. At least if y'all have a community center or something to go to. Like when I was growing up, I was in the projects, but we had the community center.
Yes, we sure did.
They did Valentine's Day dances. They did Christmas events, all kind of stuff.
And
right
a lot of them that went to the community center actually did something with their lives. Like it really did help them, from being in the streets, doing something negative at that time,
Right. And you could rent out the community center to do your own birthday party or baby shower or something like that. Like, they don't have that anymore. They don't have that anymore.
I don't know what happened to it. Why? Why did they extinct it? Like, okay,
because the government stops funding or stuff like that. And it takes somebody like you to come with a not-for-profit to
keep pushing forward.
It's just like how in school they don't really have gym anymore. Like the kids' brains need to relax at some point.
Yes,
give them that 30 to 45 minutes just to relax. Like what deal? My youngest son, when he started school, they didn't have a gym for him. During gym, they went into the gym. He told me we go into the gym and do work. That boy used to come home from school so wired. Because he didn't burn off no kind of energy all day.
Oh man, well the brain, that's about it.
Right. And he would come home so wired. So it's like you take away the little piece of recreation that they have in school, and then you expect them to come home and jump right into their homework. They need their brains to relax.
Another thing, yes.
They need their brains to relax. Like, what is that? I had to take him out of that school. I was like, this ain't working for me. The boy don't want to sit down and do nothing because he got all this freaking energy.
Yeah.
So like kids need that.
They do.
Learning is important, but school is also supposed to develop social skills. Your social skills with other kids, and this is like
what you're gonna want to be for later on in the life.
Right.
Some kids are confused in the beginning. They want to do everything. I wanted to do everything when I was younger too. It's all good as long as you can manage it. Then you can do it. That's right. It you can't do it. You can do it. It's just you got to manage it all together and make it work.
Right. So I applaud you for even think, because I know a lot of people probably think about it, but nobody takes action. So I definitely.
I tried to sit down. I said I got to do something.
Right. And then you doing it like I grew up in Sheepshead Bay. So you doing it in Coney Island. Sheepshead Bay and Coney Island, we cousins.
Yeah.
Cousins. I used to walk to Coney Island from my house. Like literally walk to the amusement park from my house. I have friends that grew up on Surf Avenue. I went to church in Coney Island. Cathedral of Deliverance. Right there on Mermaid and 21st. Cathedral of Deliverance. That was my church. I got married in that church.
Oh, that's right.
I started singing in that church. So yes, Coney Island. That's y'all my cousins.
So it's we just want better for the community, and eventually we would like to franchise as well. We just only want to stay here. I would like for other people to know what JB Evolution's about. I have to broaden my horizons.
Right. And you're gonna get I love them. Like this.
Huh?
And you're gonna get there doing stuff like this, just talking about it on different platforms or wherever. You're definitely gonna get there. You definitely gonna get there. And it is just about talking to everybody about it.
Yeah, they know me. I'm always walking around the whole neighborhood, get flyers there, talking to everybody. Wait, let's get it together.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. I'm so proud of you. Oh my god, I'm having a proud mommy moment. I'm trying not to tear up. I'm having a
Oh, I can't with you.
people who's close to me. I have these proud mommy moments that I be wanting to cry.
Nah, that's good.
A friend of mine who's his name is Scott Morris, and he
Mhm.
does like tours with artists and this, that, and the other. And I met him like not too long after I met you. It was like around the same time that I met him. And he posted that in Texas, he was on the news talking about the tours that he curated. And I'm watching the post, I start crying. I started crying. I was like, because I remember when it was just like shows in Brooklyn. And then when it turned I did the show at Social Butterfly, and then it turned into tours. So I went on like 3 tours with him.
Wow.
And then when I moved to Georgia, found out that he was in Georgia. So I was like,
Yeah,
that's the bro right there. And even when Making It magazine, they paid for me to, when I was still in New York, they paid for me to come to Atlanta to perform at Taste of Soul. When he found out about that, he called me crying, talk about how proud he was of me.
Wow, look, yeah, you
So
know, people
for
who
me
gonna
to see that he was on the news in Texas talking about a tour that he put together, and I was just like, oh my God, my friend is about to blow up. He's about to start ignoring my calls because
you ain't gonna know me no more.
he ain't gonna know me no more. He about to start ignoring my calls. But I hit him up and I was like, yo, I saw the clip of you on the news. I'm so proud of you, blah, 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 blah. And I told him I started crying. He hit me back with the LOL, you crazy.
No, but that's good when people could see each other grow and still be, happy for them. Not a lot of people have that nowadays. It's like too much hateration. It's nobody wants to see the next one grow. Like, what is this? It's
Right.
different nowadays. It really is very different.
Right. And as ratchet as I could be, and as much as I like to curse or whatever, I'm still like a church girl at heart. And I was always told what God has for me is for me and can't nobody take it away. And I stand on that.
Amen.
That's why I don't mind bigging up the next female, the next R&B singer.
That's right.
Because what's going on with you has no bearing on me. And your blessings, there's going to be an overflow and it's going to flow on to me. Because that means I'm in the neighborhood. If everybody around me is being blessed, I'm in the neighborhood. I'm in the vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the block. I'm on the block.
That's
so
a
if
good way of
everybody
saying
around me is a freaking rock star, then I must be a freaking birds of a feather. I must be a freaking rock star. And that's how I take it. That's how I take it. People who want to be jealous of why her and not me, because it's her time. And when your time comes, it'll be your time.
That's right. Yeah.
Point blank, period. But don't get me to preaching, because then I start preaching and start cussing and I confuse people. So
Hold on, what's going on here?
people start getting confused. Be like, she was just talking about God, and now she's talking about her song motherfucker I'm out. Like, what's going on here?
You're funny, mama.
Oh my God. Okay, so you also have a podcast.
Yes.
Right? Called Spill the Tea Hog Talk.
Hot talk.
Hot talk. Oh, I'm sorry. Typo.
It's Spill the Tea Hot Talk.
Spill the tea hot talk. Because I was gonna ask it's a typo. I was gonna ask why hog talk?
Hot talk because you got some hot tea to spill,
That makes more sense. I should have paid more attention.
It's cool.
So what inspired the podcast?
Well, the podcast was inspired by me, and once again, my best friend. You know, me and her, we sit down a lot, and we was, get the talking. And she was telling me one day, we need to do a podcast. We got to do a podcast because we got so much hot tea and so much stuff, to talk about. And then we just one day put it into effect. And I say, hey, Mama, everybody, this is like the podcast era right now. Let's get in there. She's like, yes, let's get in there. Let's talk, about hot tea. And then it just went from that to us talking about life, real life topics, about what people really going through, what's happening in this world. We want to know basically what the viewers feel, what their insight is to what's happening around us. And her thing has always been from number one. I know you're gonna listen to this, Deja. You're gonna be like, we gotta make it viral. We gotta go viral. That's her main goal. And for JB Evolution as well. So I love the energy she has too. So she gives me that, energy, and then we both just put our minds together, and that's it. We make it happen. Definitely.
That's it. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You just gotta jump out there and do it.
Yes.
Some people will plan and overthink their way out of it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta just do it.
We're doing it, and look, people are liking it, and it's just been going now. Like you with your podcast. So it's, like you say, you gotta put your feet in there and just give it a shot. Cause how you gonna know what something's gonna be? That's what I was telling her too earlier. How you gonna know what something's gonna be if you never even tried it out at first? To even say, hey,
Right.
give it a shot. To even say that I quit. At least if you give it a shot and it didn't work out, hey, you still did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I'll be like, I'm always willing to try. If it's in my ability, I'm always willing to try, because you never know.
Yeah, you never know. And me,
I ended up doing the acting and doing this podcast and this and other, because people call me up and they be like, we need somebody to, like, with Foster Sin, we need somebody to play the social worker. You available? I ain't really labeling myself an actress, but you called me, let's try it.
Yeah, it was good too. I liked it. I see the video. Yeah, I see a little bit of it. Yeah, that you have posted up. I guess so. What was it? Like a little promotion or something?
Yeah, because it just got picked up on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
It
So
was
it's not
it
fully
was on
out yet?
YouTube. Yeah, it was on YouTube, and then it was on Tubi. It's still on Tubi, and now it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, cool. That's good. All right.
Yeah, so that's growing, and that's something that I did a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? Like, you just never know. You plant the seeds, and you just never know when it's gonna grow.
Yeah. Sometimes it may take a little longer, but it still
Right,
grows. It grows.
right,
Mhm.
and it be stuff you're not even thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, people approach me with stuff that I forgot about, and I be like, I did do that. Oh, snap! You remember that? You know what I mean? That happens to me all the time. I don't know if it's just my brain, because I forget a lot, but just the fact that somebody else remember, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Mm. But yeah, so that's mostly what we're doing with the podcast, just seeing, what the viewers, what they feel, and just about real life stuff. We're going through a lot nowadays. Recently we talked about the migrants. I know a lot of people feeling certain ways about what's going on with them too, and the craziness. And now the migrants came to start stabbing and shooting. They got a whole bunch of effery going on. Feel me? So we talk about that. Now our next podcast we're trying to do is going to be about the 90s to the 2000s, how things were then to how things are now.
Ooh, yeah, I gotta tune in for that one.
It's gonna be hard times, because let me tell you something. We feel the way we feel because these kids think our music ain't good. So I have something I have to say too for my day.
You know what I noticed about, like the newer generation of artists that's out now, that's popular, whatever. They don't want to pay homage to the people who came before them.
No, they think we're old. They say our music is old. Our music is corny. I think our music.
That's all well
That's
and
why we
good.
do in my podcast.
Right. It's like that's all well and good. The music could be old, it could be outdated. That's all well and good. But the fact is, this is the music that paved the way for you to have the career that you have today.
That right there. Mm-hmm.
Because if that didn't come first, if they didn't open the doors that they had to first, you got the rappers from the 70s and the 80s. They didn't have sponsorship and endorsement deals and this, that, and the other.
Oh my gosh, it
But
was hard back in the day to even get it.
right. But their movement opened the door for the next generation. So then the generation from the 90s came in, and the 90s was all about opulence, being an entrepreneur on top of being an artist and this, that, and the other. So that opened those doors for them to be ambassadors for different brands and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So now
You as my
are
special guest.
right.
I
So
need
it's
you
like,
as my special guest for the podcast.
Cause I
Yeah,
feel
the whole
real
bunch, I'm like, oh,
passionate
yeah, I
about
like this.
this. I feel real passionate about this. It's almost like they get offended if they get compared to somebody from back in the days. I'll be like, really? Like I get excited because
I just be laughing when they be like, oh, my music, that's shit.
right, you ain't doing nothing new under the sun. It's just like what I tell my kids, you ain't doing nothing new under the sun. You just doing it in a different era, but this shit has been done before.
Yeah.
You know, when my kids act up.
Oh, my house is on fire. That's my man. It's all good.
But you know, when my kids act up or whatever, I'll be like, you think I didn't get in trouble? You think I didn't try to sneak out the house? You think I didn't stay out past my curfew? You're not doing nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, so that's why I can't wait for this podcast because it has a lot to do with the new generation and the old. That after that, that's what I had told you if you would like to be a guest as well. We're doing a hip hop. So I would like for everybody to come on. I'm not charging nobody, because I know nowadays it's real hard, with the music. It's not like the way it used to be before. You have to really invest a lot of money now, so I'm doing it for free. Everybody who wants to have free airplay and, speak about what they're doing as far as the music. That's what I'd like for you to be on because, you have came from where you've been to now and blossomed. So it'll be, amazing to have you on the show, so we'll talk about that more later.
Yes, we will, but I'll be there. I'll be there.
But yes, honey, thank you so much for this opportunity,
Yeah. Girl, please. When you reached out, I'm like, heck yeah. All you had to do was say that you want to do it.
You know me, I'm trying to get where I could get here, there, and put my word out so people can know we here, we pushing through, and we're trying to make miracles happen.
Facts. That's what's up. So the music, are you doing anything musically lately?
Well, I did put out a song recently. It's for my nonprofit. I think for now, I think that'll be my last of my songs. I know I put out some stuff, but I'm so focused right now on my nonprofit and my the podcast. So I'm just gonna take a little step back. But I do have a song that just came out. It's a JB Evolution anthem to my nonprofit. Yes. Kay Maria on my page. She featured with me. She is the vocalist on it. Beautiful voice. She did an amazing job. And everybody want to hear it. It's on my page. It's just so whenever I do my events, we can have a little song to the nonprofit.
Is it available like to stream or to download?
I just put it on my page, and I didn't put it on Spotify or none of that, because like I said, I've been a little stepping back from the music scene just for a little bit, Not saying I'm not open to still working with, certain artists.
Right. So when we get off, I'm gonna give you some tips or whatever, because it might be a good way to
Okay.
make some money for not for profit. Like, download this song and it'll count as a donation to the not for profit.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yes, definitely. That's great. Yes.
Yeah, so we gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about
Okay,
that.
thank you, Mama. Yeah.
Right. One hand washes the other. They both wash the face. We good.
Yes, there we go. Oh, and one more thing I didn't get to tell everybody.
Yeah.
JB Evolution, we support the cause for cancer as well. So that definitely we support the cause. I had a lot of people that passed away to cancer. So definitely we would like to sponsor them too. Once we get to that level, we can give back to them too and send them with a nice check or something. For them.
Yo, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm so down to partner.
Thank you.
I'm with it. I lost my mom to cancer. I lost her to multiple myeloma.
Wow, my grandmother too, and my aunt just passed away like about a year ago. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
actually,
I found something for you, Trey. You ready?
uh-huh. Uh-oh. What you about to put on the screen?
Ooh, that was my that was my event.
Every other day, young people dying, wrong time, wrong place in the line of fire. Let's work together to stop the violence.
Right, stop the violence. Oh, thank you. I love it.
Let me see. DC is good for we be talking and he's just searching in the background.
I see. I'm like, oh snap, he found that one. Okay. Thank you. That was cool. Yeah, that was our Stop the Violence event we did in the summer of last year. We did a Stop the Violence event, so it was cool. I was doing a whole bunch of little like round flyer things of putting them up and putting different names and stuff that says no shooting, save lives, stay in the books, not the
Right.
streets, and I had all the little teenagers that were around me writing different things, different sayings. So it was cool. It was nice.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that is amazing. That is
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
It was so hot that day.
I
It was
know
so
I keep
hot that day. I almost fainted because it was like 90 something degrees. It was so hot that I almost had to go home. But I said, Lord, no, you didn't have me come here. We're gonna fight this through. We're gonna fight this through. And I made it through I was just want to go home so bad, but I said I gotta keep the show must go on.
Oh my God. I know that's right. I know that's right. Sometimes the outdoor things be crazy. For me, it be the bugs. Like I can't do them. I'm a city girl. And so like I did an outdoor event out here this past summer and I was like, I performed, I walked around and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. One more bug landed on me and it's about to be a wrap. I gotta go. I'm a city girl. I can't do this. Oh my goodness. So you're in a contest.
Yes, I am.
You're in a contest. The Ink magazine cover contest. Voting is still open, right?
Yes, it is. Voting's still open to the 15th. Then I will have to, I guess, wait for the next. I didn't even know I was going to get picked. I just one of them things. Just throw your foot in the water.
Right.
And there you go. And here I go. I'm like, what? It just happened. Okay. So yeah, I'm in the running for 25,000 and a trip to the Bahamas.
Oh.
And to be on the Ink Cover Girls magazine.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So you got to tell people where to vote.
I mean, it's on my link on my page. I know for some people it's been a little difficulty to try to vote. They're telling them to log on to their Facebook. I know some people are desperate when it comes to their Facebook, but all you have to do is just log on real quick, It's like
Yeah,
if you
because
play a game.
that's what I did when I voted. I had to log on to my Facebook.
Yeah, it's like if you buy if you get a game on the App Store and you have to log on to the Facebook in order to get the game. It's almost the same thing. So no one feel alarmed. Whoever's listening to this, you can still vote. They're not gonna hack your page, they're not gonna take your information. It's just a protocol in order to know that you're a real person and you're not a robot trying to vote. That's what that's about.
Right, that part.
Yeah. So, but the polls are still open. So, wish me luck.
Yes, good luck. See,
Thank you.
we all nominated winners up in here. You know what I mean? We're gonna
Yes.
to existing. We all winners up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to tap into the winner circle.
Come on down.
Come on now, you gotta tap into the winner circle. Tap into the winner circle. Yeah, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been.
I don't want your love.
You know, DC, you just popping up with stuff.
Your love.
That's one of my other songs.
Rock to the beat. Rock to the beat. Rock to the beat.
Yes, I remember that one.
That song is a multi-billion-dollar song. I recreated it. And if you really hear all the word, there's not one word that girl had put. This is from Raquel Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So the beat, I used the beat, but I recreated the whole song. It took me 7 months and 2 engineers later to get that song done. It was a challenge and a half, but I love it when it was done.
Yes, that's that old school freestyle. Like, I don't know. Y'all don't know. In New York, freestyle was that's back in the days when Hot 97 played freestyle before they was playing hip hop.
I love freestyle.
Freestyle.
I love freestyle. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to recreate. I still want to do the salt and pepper one. Still. The salt and pepper. Push
it. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, boy, what I have in my head, it'd be, that'll be a good one.
Yes. I went to a freestyle concert and I was getting my life.
I love the music, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
This to that to what we had. Come on now.
Right. And freestyle music, like, you can't be still. Like, I got into freestyle because that was my Saturday cleaning the house music, because you can't be still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I do the R&B and the hip hop when I'm in chill mode, but the freestyle, that was cleaning the house.
Yeah, we getting the mop like this.
Yes. And you singing in the mop handle. In a dream, my life, you will find my heart. Stop playing.
I love it.
Lisa and Cold Jam, stop playing. Diamond Girl, stop playing.
Yes. Man.
Stop playing.
That was the music. It sure was for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I can speak for myself.
Yes, it would definitely. Oh my gosh, that music bring back so many memories. I'm part of a Facebook group that talks about, because I grew up in Sheepshead Bay, so it talks about everything Sheepshead Bay. They put up pictures of what certain streets look like back in the day as opposed to what they look like now, and this kind of other. And so back in the days, there was a teen nightclub called Intensities. And so, like, I didn't see anybody in the group talking about it, so I just put it in the post. I was like, anybody remember Intensities? Girl, the memories that came up under that post. Oh my gosh. I was like, yo, that really triggered for a lot of people. The owner's daughter of Intensities tapped in on that post.
Wow.
And I remember I saw oh gosh, was TKA is the group. They say Nunu, tell me why you treat me so. I don't know, but I can't let you. You're so fly.
You know that one, but I forgot that name.
My heart sings and it sounds this way.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was my song. Like you don't understand. That song had me in a chokehold for a long
Uh-oh,
time.
you're about to put it up. You're about to put it up. Oh, no.
Wait.
One that makes me turn around and act like I'm not there. The kind that takes my breath away and leaves me without air. Maybe I'm
VC, you gotta warn people first.
Oh, man, this is hilarious, man.
You gotta warn people
I
first.
mean, Catherine,
You
I
just
thought
popping up with random stuff. We is talking about something else.
Oh, I can't. My stomach hurt. That was hilarious. I'm thinking you're about to put up the song.
Right. Right. I'm thinking he found the song so I can see if I got the artist right. And you want something different. Oh my.
That was a good one, buddy.
What's the name of the song? I never got the name of the song. You just sang it.
Nunu. NU. I think the group is TKA. I want to say it's TKA.
That was funny.
That threw me off.
Tell me that what happened. Oh man, we gonna have everybody cracking up with this one. Like, you know, they silly. They bad silly.
Okay. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that song had me in a choke hole. Like I remember leaving Intensities, dancing to the bus stop,
Not called minute.
dancing from the bus stop to my building. Like that song had me in a chokehold. And then I got to meet them there. Oh my gosh. It was over.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was over.
I know you was hyped. Right when you seen them.
I was too hyped. I was too hyped. There's so many memories there. Yeah, so freestyle brings you see how music bring back memories?
Yeah, no, yeah.
We just talked about freestyle and I just went on a whole tangent.
We went on all oh, snap.
For real. But that's what music does, and that's why I love music so much. I could hear any song from gospel to rock to R&B to hip hop, and it's gonna, if I know the song, it's gonna trigger a memory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna trigger a memory, hands down.
Definitely. Yeah.
It is TK. That's not the song, but that's the group.
Yeah, I guess you're moving and grooving. Damn.
Right. Like you can't be still when freestyle come on.
Yeah. No.
And it's funny because like when rappers freestyle, when I first started hearing rappers call, going off the dome freestyle, I was confused. I ain't even go front because I always knew freestyle to be. So they was like, yeah, we freestyle. I'm like, word? And then they start rapping and I'm like,
wait, there's not freestyle. What are you talking about?
I was like, that's not free. Okay, maybe it's two different meanings. I was thoroughly confused. I was like, freestyle. I thought freestyle was okay.
Right. Uh-huh.
I thought freestyle was the Hot 97 music. Okay. I believe it alone. At least
So
that
wasn't right?
Huh?
That wasn't right?
That was the group, but that wasn't the song. The song is literally called Nunu. NU.
Boom, 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 boom. You see, I did my little decorations in the back. I got my whole house with Valentine's, love is in the air.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's because I'm single as a dollar bill, so I'm not in the spirit.
Yeah, and I got my daughter and stuff coming, so I like to have the house nice and decorated,
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. You decorate. You one of those people that decorate for like every holiday?
Almost, pretty much, yeah. Hey, it keeps me in my peace and tranquility, and I'm not bothered with nobody.
Right, right. So like
Mhm.
I have family members that's like that. They decorate for every holiday. They was the first people that I seen with Thanksgiving decorations. I was like, I didn't know you decorate your house for Thanksgiving, but okay. Like, I
Well,
mean, like
that's
the
the
front
only
of the
one I
house,
think
like
I have
a
it.
house. They put the orange lights and everything. And I'm like, people do this for Thanksgiving. I thought it was just like Halloween and pretty much Halloween and Christmas.
No, Easter too. You can make an Easter
and
tree.
Easter.
I done made a Valentine's tree. I done made an Easter tree. I done have my tree up almost all year long. That's right. What happened was I had to throw it away this year because it was up all year long that it started getting yellow instead of white, looking white.
Mm.
I tried to put it in the tub to wash. Tim said, maybe I'm turning. It wasn't happening. So I said, I would not be putting up trees all year long anymore. I'm like, I'm a hot mess.
But
Me and
it's
my
good
queen.
because it keeps the house in a good spirit. It really does.
Yes, that's what everybody say when they come here. They feel very homey and more, like, I said, well, yeah, because I got a tree up all year long, but of course.
Like I have an aunt. She's in the projects, but when I tell you, you walk through her door, and it's like you're transported into a whole new world, especially around the holidays. Her Christmas tree, OMG.
Wow. I need to
When I
get
got my
points
first
from her
apartment,
then.
I was like, I want to decorate a tree like my aunt Cookie.
Wow.
She
Yeah,
could
some
she could
people.
have been a tree decorator for Macy's. Like she really put it in.
I need to get
She really
pointers from
put it
her.
in. Her trees was always beautiful, and then she got stuff all
Wow.
around the house. Everywhere you walk is Christmas.
See, I love that. That's
And you know how the older folks got the little china cabinet? She even changes the plates in the china cabinet to match the theme.
wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. But she's also a housewife. So she got
Let me tell
she's a
you,
housewife.
when you
The kids are
home, you can
grown.
get very creative,
Right. The kids are grown, so she don't have to worry
Yeah,
about no
creative.
kids no more. She can do that. I don't know. I ain't changing the plates. We're gonna have the same old plates, but I'm gonna put up a nice tree.
Yeah.
I
Not the
ain't
plates,
changing
not
no
the
plates.
plates.
I ain't changing no plates. That's just a bit much for me. I'm gonna put a wreath on the door. We're gonna have a tree, and that's about it. I ain't changing no
I'll be decorating all month, But by the time Christmas comes, it's looking like a winter wonderland in here. I'll be charging $5 just to take a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how like those houses with the lights and everything. That's how that stuff gets started.
Yeah, and let me tell you, they go a lot. Dyker Heights over here, not too far from where I'm at. They have it on the TV. Beautiful. Every house is like, whoa, nice.
This one in Brooklyn on Flatlands in 97. They've been rotating on the news since I was little. And I remember my godmother lived across the street. When I was pregnant with my oldest son, she lived across the street from that house. And they had this big old winter wizard. It wasn't Santa Claus because he was in blue and white. So we was calling him the Winter Wizard. And he recited the poem The Night Before Christmas all night. And the room that I was sleeping in was front facing the house. And I was like, somebody go kill the Winter Wizard. I can't do it no more. That thing was talking off. They didn't turn it off. All night I was hearing "'Twas the night before Christmas" and all through the house. I was like, oh my God, I was so cranky. And I was like 8 months pregnant because my son was born in January. So I was like 8 months pregnant. I was like, are you kidding me? I wanted to kill everybody over there. I ain't even gonna lie.
Mm.
But that house is famous. There was always droves of people coming to take pictures of it.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And there's something like that out here too. But I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Let everybody know where they could follow you, where they could come and support the not-for-profit, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, everybody can follow me on my Instagram. That's JAY. Okay, wait a minute. Sorry, everybody. JAYBEE. Wait, JAY_BEE. Sorry. But you can find all my platforms on there. I have my link to my nonprofit. It's in my bio. I have my link to the podcast. Everything is there right on my page for everyone to just go to from one page to the next.
And anybody, I'm gonna post her Instagram and everything. If you go on the Had to Do It podcast Instagram, you see her flyer. She's tagged in it, so you'll be able to find her page that way, as well as in the Facebook group. You'll be able to find her page that way as well. Thank you so much, sis, for coming on here.
Thank you. Thank you. I had a good time. Haven't laughed like that in a while. So thank you.
It's so great to see you. I haven't talked to you face to face like
I
this in a
know.
long time. So it's so great to see
Yeah.
you and to put eyes on you. And I'm proud of the things that you're doing. I love you.
Me too.
I want to
Yeah.
follow up with you on the cancer thing and on not-for-profit thing. We're going to talk about that on the side.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And thank
All
you for
right,
the radio
y'all.
station too. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes. All right, everybody. So y'all know my thing. We about to be out this mug. If you don't do anything, desire to inspire before you expire. That's my new motto. Let's go. Motherfuckers, I'm out.
Bye. Okay, all right.
Where you at, DC, with the music?
What I gotta do? Stay on? Or